Welcome back to Area DMG. I am your host, Phil Wesley, the Mile High Mouth. And for today's episode of Suki Neon, we're reviewing Season 1, Episode 8 of Adventure Time, Business Time. Business Time. This is the first time that we're given a little bit more about the world, or rather the land of Ooo. Essentially, you could look at some of these previous episodes and be like, this is a fantasy world. And then around episode 8 is when they decide, no. Adventure Time is post-apocalyptic. Some horrifying apocalypse happened. Part of the earth is missing. Candy creatures, I think they're candy, are overrunning the earth. Things are weird and messed up. And this is the first episode in which the creator said, hey, I think we've settled on what we're gonna do. Essentially what happens in this episode is that Finn and Jake, while building a battle dock, which is kind of a cool idea, a gauntlet dock, of traps and things that they run across. Anyways, they're building this thing, they're having a little trouble with it, they're trying to build it with parts that they excavate from ice. Lots of weird things, like weird electronic things, like computers and such under this ice. Then they find some businessmen, all voiced by Brian Posehn from the Sarah Silverman Show and other programs, like I think The Haunted World of El Super Bisto, which, not for kids, but we might review that at some point. I thought it was pretty interesting. Rob Zombie stuff. Anyways, Brian Posehn voices all these businessmen. And Finn and Jake hire the businessmen to build them their battle dock. And then they're like, oh yeah, we'll just take them back here. They can make our adventuring more efficient. Eventually, the businessmen start handling things for Finn and Jake in their name, and they go a bit overboard. The big lesson to take away from this is that sometimes you bargain freedom for security, and that's not right. I do like the part near the end when the businessmen are scooping up these little cotton candy looking things that live in, they remind me of the characters from Rejected, which would be right over here. Yeah, this is fantastic. We'll review it at some point. But there's those little cotton candy creatures in Rejected that are like, yay! And yeah, if you check this one out, it's fun. But they're scooping up these little things that are pretty much those from there. So it's like a Don Hertzfeld reference. And Finn and Jake stop them, then put them back in an ice floe or an iceberg and send them on their way. And everything is saved. Except that, Finn and Jake were becoming much more lazy because they were letting the businessmen handle everything. They were being, I guess the best way to look at this is you have to take a look at this in management. Management doesn't need to be hands-on, but it needs to be aware. Management is an active thing. If you're managing people or managing a group, you have to be very active about it. You have to actually manage, which means you have to be there and you have to be approving of what people are doing. You can't have other people going around messing stuff up in your name. And speaking of messing stuff up in your name, how about you hit that like button and that subscribe button if you haven't already? And let us know in the comments below what you think of these episodes or so. Let us know, because we value your feedback. We do, actually, we do. And until the next episode comes out, you are now caught up.